I feel like I've achieved in this program so far. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with it.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So, let's remember a little bit.
Mhm.
How was, how were you feeling, and how was life before we
Mhm.
started? Where were you
Uh,
at mentally, physically in your fitness journey? Where were you at before we started?
so before I'll start with fitness, just trying to find something that was helpful. I tried out a physical trainer at my local gym, but it kind of seemed like the program was aimed more towards what she knew rather than like personalizing it for me. So I think she had me at like 1,800 calories to eat and doing like at least 2 hours of workouts almost every day. So that was tough. And she was just very wishy-washy and didn't respond right away. And it actually, like, my workouts weren't being updated, so I kind of had to keep up with her on that and say, hey, my workouts aren't up yet for the week, and the week had started already. So I was kind of like in a funk with that, because I was like, oh, I don't know who I could trust as far as like helping me get to where I need to be in my like fitness journey. um and then emotionally, I was still very down because I was still trying to um, get over the miscarriage that had happened. And I wasn't in, well, I was looking for a therapist at the time too. And I finally found somebody who's been amazing. So emotionally, I'm feeling a lot better. Like, I can cope a lot better with things. And then physically, oh my gosh, I feel so strong. I feel like I fit in my clothes so much better. Yeah, it makes me a little emotional because I'm just like so happy with the progress that I've made, even though I do beat myself up sometimes, but then I try to remember, like you mentioned, look at the progress and try to focus on that.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
yeah, physically, I just feel so much stronger. I could work on my energy a little bit more because I still feel tired all the time. Um, but I think once we get settled down with the move and kind of try to find a routine again, I think we'll be a lot better.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And what do you think has been the biggest progress for you, or the biggest win so far
Mhm.
inside the program for the past 3 months?
Let's see, the biggest win. I feel like my answer changes a lot, but like thinking about it at the top of my head, like how much weight I lost. I think my answer was different on the forum, but right now thinking about it, I'm like, dang, I'm down 13 pounds. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, yeah. And I remember in one of the check-ins, you mentioned that you were finally going out or something like that,
Yes.
excited to go out. Because that
Yep.
was the conversation that we were having on the first call. I remember you mentioning that you didn't want to go out, you didn't want to put on makeup or dress up or meet anybody. And
Yep.
in one of the check-ins, you mentioned that you started wanting to do that again, and that's so amazing.
Yes, that's one of the other big wins as well. Like, I am more willing to go out if people want to do something. I'm like, yeah, because I feel good, and just my confidence has skyrocketed. I don't think it's ever been how it is now. Like,
That's
even when I was like 120 something pounds, I don't think I've been this confident before. It's pretty amazing.
Wow, that's so amazing. That's so awesome. Your
Yeah.
husband must be super happy for you.
I'm so happy. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. And that's all the result of your hard work and the dedication to the process. And you don't you show up for yourself, you make time for yourself, and you the most important, I think, is you ask for help and you're honest throughout the process when you're struggling. And I think that that's one of the hardest things to do, because sometimes we just think that, oh, I should have figured this out, it's on me, I'm not going to bother anybody with my problems, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But being open and honest about what happens allows us to, maybe troubleshoot ideas and see what we can adjust and what we can do to, continue to move forward. And you've been super, super honest and open all the time and asking questions and, it's just been amazing to coach you through this process. And it doesn't surprise me that you're already 13 pounds down.
Oh gosh, that's crazy to me.
You're feeling so good. That's so amazing. I'm so, so, so happy for you. You have no idea, because I remember how our last call went. And I remember I'm like, man, I need to help her. Like she truly needs this. And I knew that the program would be the perfect fit for you. And your results are just showing.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been so helpful. Like I didn't know that doing this would help in other areas as well. I mean, emotionally and I was mostly thinking physically and maybe feeling a little healthier, but the fact that it brought more confidence and just appreciating myself a little bit better, that's been awesome. Just an awesome add-on to it.
Now, I'm just curious, where, like, since you mentioned that it's been spreading to other areas, where do you feel the most confidence boost?
I would say, let's see, the most confidence boost. Oh gosh, it's a wide a wide set of things it could be. I would say I just like how I look now a lot better. I am able to like go to the grocery store, like before where I would just order things online, and now I'm like, I like going in and just, grabbing things on my own. I like going in with my daughter, like going out to little things like that. I think that's where I gain the most confidence, is being able to like step out the door and not be embarrassed of how I look.
Oh my gosh, that's huge. That's huge.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because before I was just like, I don't want anyone to see me.
Oh my God. I'm so happy. So happy. Like, congratulations for the step that you took in the beginning of the year. Congratulations for the hard work. I'm so incredibly proud, because I know how hard your life is, how many things you have going on. And wow. I'm super proud, super proud. Just wanted to say that. So in moments of doubt, in moments of, oh my gosh, things are not moving as fast as I want it. Man, you are doing so well. You're doing so great. And I cannot emphasize that enough. And the results are showing. I'm just looking at the other screen here. I'm like, the pictures are better, the measurements, body weight, everything. And you're feeling like, I think that what you mentioned about just going to the grocery shop, just go to the grocery store and not being afraid of being seen and like actually feeling like going out. I think that's priceless. That's really priceless for you, and the biggest thing that we could have accomplished in this program. So super, super happy for you. And I'm just curious. I read your answers here on when you booked the call, right? And one of the things that you were skeptical about was money. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's normal. It's not cheap. I know that. But what would you say to somebody who might be wanting to join my program, might be wanting to work with me, might be in the same spot that you were before, but the finances or the fear of, it's too expensive, or I might, I've tried so many things before and wasted all that money and I don't want to waste money again. If there's somebody on the other side that feel the same way, what would you say to that person?
I would tell them how much this works. This has been the only thing that's worked for me, and clearly for a bunch of other people in the community. And I really do feel like it was an investment. So it's like the money will be paid back. If they have to do it on a credit card or something, it'll completely pay off. Like that's like the short answer for them would be like it works.
That's amazing. I'm so happy to hear
Yeah.
that. So happy to hear that. Definitely. And it is truly an investment because the things that you gain over
Mhm.
time are things that you cannot put a price tag on.
Exactly. Yep.
Right. It
I
is much
agree.
more to put a price tag on confidence, on feeling better about yourself, on like liking what you look in the mirror. It's
Exactly.
you can't put a price tag to that. So
Yeah.
amazing, amazing. Thank you
Agreed.
for sharing that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, I told my husband too. It like with therapy, I mean, we went a little out of the range for looking for therapists, and I told him it like I don't even look at the money when it comes to fixing our mental health. And this is the same way. It's like I don't even really look at it that way. In the beginning, I was like, oh, like, is this a good plan? Like, will I stick with it? And oh my gosh, I'm so happy that I did.
That's
Ah,
amazing. I'm
so
so
happy
happy
that
you
I did.
did.
Yeah, me too. Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful to have met you and for Tanya giving me this recommendation. I didn't even know it would be this good, to be honest, because I was like, oh, online. I mean, yeah, it works better for me, but I have felt more connection with you as my personal trainer than I have with somebody in person, like, there. So
Oh, that's
yeah.
awesome to